What up, YouTube? Here's a little update for today. It's 4th of July. Got a little bit of stuff done. What I did was I cut the whole back window out because I really didn't like how that looked with that oval, and it was all chopped up, and I think I mentioned it in my previous video how it was all like caved in and just looked like shit. So what I did, actually, I used that tool that I told you guys about from Harbor Freight in the last video. I used that, and what I did was I got two 30-inch, because that's a 30-inch break there, so I got two 30-inch pieces and then two 12-inch pieces, and I broke them, and I welded them together in a big rectangle, and I made my own back window. And then I also, like I was saying in the previous video, I used the slip roller part there to roll the metal for the back. So I reskinned the whole back, one piece, and then I cut that piece out to accept that new window. So I'll show you guys what I got done. Here it is. So I don't know if you guys have seen my last videos or not. You can go back in and check them out, to where, you know, I just had this little oval window that was all kind of chopped and fucked up looking, and all the metal was bowed in and fucked up. So I cut all that out. I reskinned it from about there all the way over to here and up. So I just reskinned all that, and I made that curve with the slit roller, and then I welded it all in there, and it was one solid piece. And then I made this window frame separate, and then I welded that in there. So what I had to do, because it has that contour in it, to get the window in there right, I had to recess it. And so what I did, if you look here, you can see what I'm talking about. See how the window's recessed with that bubble? So what I did was, when I cut these pieces, I made them actually like, this is an inch right here at the break, so this is an inch, and then this I made like 4 inches, so it was like this long all the way around. And then I cut my opening, I stuck it in there, measured the length I wanted top to bottom, and then I tacked it on the outside. And then what I did was I went back through after it was tacked, and I cut all the excess off. Then I welded it all the way out, I ground it all the way down the excess, and there it is, it's flush. Way, 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 way different than the other one I had in there. Like I said, that was just a real little oval right here. You couldn't see shit, looked like shit. It was all fucked up, and the metal was all caved in, and I don't know, you guys can go back and look at some of my previous videos, but you can see all that metal's nice and smooth, blended right in good. And you can see the whole window just goes right down, the whole hump comes down. Came out really good, really happy with it. Let me show you the inside here. And that's how the inside looks. I went right along that support line there. What I did with that support line, and you can see those supports, I cut those and pulled. I cut it right there, and I pulled them all out. And I got like, there's like this insulation shit behind there. That's I took all that out, ground it, or I ground it all out of there, ground the metal down, and I painted behind it so that it won't rust. And then I welded it all back in there. So anyway, so I went along that body line, or that support line, and I just made a cut here and a cut there, so I knew where to come out the back to get it even. And yeah, there it is. Now that's a massive opening compared to what it used to be, and it's all new metal in there. So I really like it. Came out good. A little side view, see how it's recessed in there. It's kind of its own little box. I think that's a pretty cool feature. So altogether, when this project is done, I will like reskin this whole fucking truck, man. Pretty much, but you know, it's all a learning thing. Like I said, I didn't set out to just build this badass $100,000 show car. I just set out to learn how to use tools I've never used before, and you know, just build something cool to drive. So, and I also peeled all that skin back on the inside from replacing that belt line piece there. Got my center console in there, it's all dirty. Now what I have to do is I'm going to cut two little squares, one on each side there for the switches for my air ride, and then my light control, I'm going to use the stock one that was in the Lincoln, And I'm just gonna put it right there and cut a hole in there so it's kind of back in there and you won't see it as much. It's getting there though. So now I have to mount my dash, which I've already got it all set up. All I gotta do is weld the supports in there. Oh, here's this piece. You guys didn't catch that last video. You can see I replaced this from here all the way to here. And you can see it, I rolled it. Came out perfect, man. And then I also fixed my body line there. See, this is how it was before. So I'm gonna go in here and just put some weld in there and grind it back down to come flush with that. But I have to do this on that other side too, so that slip roller and brake press machine is just like insane, man. It's just a lifesaver. So here, I'll show you the other side that I still have to do. You can see how kind of fucked up that is. See, that's how it did look. That's exactly how it looked. Let me roll the truck over here so we can get a better view. That's exactly how that other side looked. So when you look at this one and you look at that one, you'll see the difference and just be like, wow. You can see, maybe, if there's enough light, you can see the difference between the gap here. It sticks out over here, and right over here it sticks way out here. And that's how it was on the other side, and I just cut it up and then made my new piece. You can see how shitty it looks. See that dimple all the way in there? And this right here, look at that. It's like almost dented. Really nothing you can do to get that out of there. So yeah, I gotta do that over here so you can see, look down at it, look how fucked up it looks. And it'll look just like that other side when I get done. That's exactly how this side looked. You can see the difference. I gotta finish welding all this, or grinding all this and welding it up, and that'll be done. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.